So I finally woke up at 7 a.m. every day this last week, and it's all from this one small change in my vocabulary. And it's the same change in my vocabulary that's made me a lot more effective and successful in all of my goals, whether it's fitness, relationships, financial goals. It's just this one vocabulary change that's made a huge difference. So here's Kevin and I talking about this. Take a listen.
Yeah, it's so funny, Ashok. That used to be a trigger word for me. The trying when people would say, "I'm going to try," try right now. I'd like you to try to say "Good morning."
Good
Once you
morning.
say it, no, that's not trying. You did it, right?
Well, I didn't feel much energy behind it because you said try.
Yeah, yeah. But once I say try to do it, if you say good morning, you've actually done it. So trying really has the energy of not doing it or coming from the energy or coming from the mindset of, well, okay, I'm not really committed to doing this, but we'll go ahead and try. But I'm not really committed to it working.
Mhm. Yeah, it really reminds me of, the thought behind the thought. So when you say try, y- you're also saying I might not do. So your energy is already split. Your energy is already split between doing and not doing. Versus when you say do, you're 100% there. You're 100% committed.
Right. Well, and that's really the key point. Are you doing it or are you trying? When you say I'm going to try to do it, you're already setting up the escape
Yeah.
of failure. It's okay. It didn't work, but I tried. So I'm
Yeah.
okay because I tried doing it, even though I came from the energy of not really being committed to do it in the first place. This is even the way people face their relationships also. They're not committed to their relationships and they're always looking outside of themselves rather than what they're generating in the relationships. The real question is, I'm going to do it. I'm committed to it and I'm going to do it. I'm making this work. Well, okay, granted, sometimes it doesn't work and you have to reevaluate. I get it. I'm not saying that you have to make it work no matter what, and that you're not constantly adapting and evaluating what's working and what's not working, but to come with the commitment and energy that I am doing this. I'm not trying it because I know it's going to fail.
hmm hmm Yeah, when you say you're trying, you're giving yourself the excuse already that, hey, I tried at least, versus doing. And I love that distinction you brought up of like, it doesn't mean you are attached to some outcome. No, but you express, you create, you act with 100% commitment when you say, I'm going to do it. And
Right.
then whatever happens, happens. But at least your energy comes from 100% commitment.
That's right. It's where you come from. It's just a matter of if you're coming from your separation, your imposter syndrome, not being good enough. This will fail because I've tried it before. I mean, I could use the analogy of being in a relationship, Ashok. If I tell my wife, "Hey, honey, I just want to let you know I'm going to try to take out the garbage tonight."
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't think it's gonna necessarily move her, and it just doesn't work. It's like I am committed to my transformation, and I understand that. The way we are as humans, we have this protective
Protection.
mechanism,
Yeah, yeah.
which is I don't want to take risk. I already know how to do this. I got to protect myself if things don't work. I get it. But the thing is, that protective mechanism is sabotaging us to step into a greater space where we can open up possibilities that we didn't even imagine.
hmm Yeah, that protective mechanism is actually keeping us small. It's in vulnerability and putting ourselves out there that allows us to grow past our own limits. And, um, you know, our thoughts are creative. And if you say, I'm going to try, you're creating that already you may not do it
Right.
versus I'm going to do this. whatever you create from that space is going to be different because
Yeah.
your thoughts are going to create differently there.
You know, and I think we could even add, or we can, in the call to action to people doing this is, look at what you have to lose. I mean, what do you really have to lose if it doesn't work? Why do you need to protect yourself? And what is it that you might look bad because you made a mistake, or you might feel that you're not good enough, or whatever. All these things that we've decided or agreed to, they're not real. They're just imaginary. They're just imaginary because we've agreed to them. And so when you get that, if a person says, you know what, I don't think that, you're good enough because it didn't work, you can understand that they're coming from the same energy. You'll know that you gave it your best shot and you put yourself into it and you're committed to your transformation, and anything else that happens as a ramification of the possibility that it doesn't particularly work is just going to drive you to be more powerful in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And actually, as a add-on to that call to action is, we've said it in the past, is start small. And actually, this whole conversation reminded me of, over the last few days, I've finally been getting up at 7 a.m. And the difference I realize is, when I go to bed, I'm saying I'm going to get up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Whereas over the last few months, I've been going to bed saying I'm going to try to get up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Or I want to get up early, but I don't know if I can. Like, it's never happened. Let's see if tomorrow. Whereas the last few days, I've just been like, I'm getting up at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's just happening. And so to our listeners, start small with little things like when you get up, what you decide to eat today. I'm going to eat healthy today. It's not I'm going to try to eat healthy today. I'm going to eat healthy today. It's not I'm going to try to go work out. I'm going to work out. Start small. And if you want to do this with a community, we've got a community on school where we're all starting small, but we're not trying.
Right. Yeah. So powerful. Yeah.